Hello, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing today? Got a game I am very excited to get started playing today. Been waiting for it since they first teased it. The MGS3 remake, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I'm so excited to actually get started and see how my PC can handle this. Hi Baze, how you doing? I'm only slightly worried because I'm at the main menu and it's already a RAM hog. Preemptively turn down the other settings because I have a feeling this is one of those games that's going to look good even at its lowest quality. Still getting 60 frames though, so that's a good thing. I'm glad you've been chilling. Let me go ahead and turn the music down. There we go. And by down, I mean all the way off. Because don't need that. Where we're going. I thought about doing a stress test, like launching the game with OBS just sitting in the background and seeing how things go with that, but I decided I wanted, like, my first reactions to everything that the remake does authentic and all, so I decided to not even really go beyond the main menu. I was afraid that by launching it up, it would throw me into the whole Snake Eater musical cinematic, but it seems like that's not here in the remake. Which I'm sort of grateful for, because, again, like, seeing everything for the first time live and all. But what they did do... Well, first of all, how does the volume sound? I think it sounds okay. I did a test recording to see if I could get the volume mixed quite right. I think it's mostly okay. But I'm also worried that the game is too loud. I don't want to really be competing. Hey bud, how you doing today? I'm glad to hear it. It sounds okay. What they did do, as opposed to like the usual CQC on the title screen of the OG, it's a slow zoom POV of the starting area of the prologue, the Virtuous Mission. Very exciting. I was a little worried with the new music here that would mean it's one of those remakes that redoes the entire soundtrack and there wouldn't be an option to listen to the OG, but I can tell in like the main menu proper that it is the OG music, and I also didn't see any options for like new or old OST, so I think they kept the OG composition, which is great because I think it sounds amazing as is. But I'm pretty sure this is new. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this is holding up to expectations. Watching the footage that was available on the Steam storefront, I got the impression that this game received the same remake treatment that Elder Scrolls Oblivion did, by which I mean it's like basically the same game, but just like it's still the same engine and everything, just different visuals. Except I also can tell that they've added new stuff, like new features, new control schemes and everything, so I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me on that yet. I guess we're just going to get a slow pan around here. I don't know if it's going to launch into the whole music video, which I'm sure we'll get at the end of the prologue anyway. But I figured I would let this do its thing. both made in Unreal 5, both with issues, but really hoping they've sent out patches or whatever needs to be done. I'd certainly hope so too. I know that one of the issues with the Oblivion remake was that it was being rendered like twice at the same time. I didn't hear about too many performance issues except from those who were trying to stream it. Which, you know, I might suffer the same fate with this game, but so far, let me check my PC performance and everything. Are we... I know that just being in the title screen isn't gonna say a whole lot, but... Oh, very cool. GPU temps right now, actually. I'm only worried about the memory. We're just here in the main menu, and it's already topping at 86%. That's not ideal. I'll be so honest with you. And it just looped the footage here, so... Alright. Yeah, they might just be overreacting. Like, it might just be sticklers who want the absolute best and will settle for nothing less. Let's get started. Question. I'm playing the MGS series for the first time. I like 1, 2, 3, 4, Peace Walker, 5. I like everything in the series. Interesting. Oh, and it tells you the bonus that you get from the question as well, because this was in the original MGS3. It asked you, I'm playing the series for the first time, I like 1, 2. I don't remember if 3 was a question. At the very least, if it already detected that it was your first time playing. So, let's see. Mummy Uniform, DPM and Oscum Desert Tiger, Fleck Tartan. Green and brown face paint, bandana. I wonder what the bandana does here, because traditionally the bandana means infinite ammo. You get a buff with that typically, but there's also a version of the bandana in Phantom Pain that just reduces the likelihood you'll take serious injuries. Face national flags and grenade uniform. That's interesting. I wonder what we get for this. And I imagine that there's a way to find all of the rest of these out in the wild anyway. But maybe not. I do like MGS3, and I do remember this camo being fairly useful. But I'm also tempted to go with I like everything, because I want to see what the grenade does. I'm pretty sure this is new. Infinite grenades. I'd like to think maybe it's not that drastic, and it's more like a grenade damage boost or more max ammo for them or something. We'll try this, because it's pretty accurate. Playstyle. I want to play with modern action game controls. Freely movable third-person camera, move and fire weapons simultaneously with over-the-shoulder perspective, or legacy style, overhead camera, aiming is done in first-person view. It's because in the original MGS3, I believe it was released in either 2002 or 2003, the games were still figuring out how to do shooter controls, especially third-person, and so it's kind of tough to describe, but if you wanted to use first-person aiming, you would have to stop and plant your feet down, and aiming was done with the left stick while you were in first-person. It was a different time. I think I've been pretty excited to play this with modern controls, because I really wanted to experience the OG game, but with, MGS5 sort of control scheme. And I did already edit the button layout, but let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yeah, it saved my controls that I messed with earlier, so that I wouldn't have to do that on stream. We'll do that. Ah, we have to beat it on Extreme to do European Extreme. I guess it's probably best to not do this on live stream at the moment anyway. Maybe sometime. Let's see. Highest achievable title is Doberman. Following sensor items are available: motion detector, active sonar, anti-person. No. Enemy soldiers have increased attack power and detection abilities. Highest achievable title is Fox anti-personnel sensor. The following sensor items are not available. All of them. I don't believe I need either very easy or easy. But it is good that they have these accessibility options for people who are new or just want to experience the story for what it is. I'll at least go normal. I think that's probably the most balanced thing. Maybe a higher difficulty at another time. I don't think I need all of these tips. Display only tips that do not interrupt gameplay. Do not show any tips. So, what's an example for these? Okay. I hope it only... This had a 3DS port too, didn't it? Yes, it did, actually. And I didn't play that one, so I don't know how it goes, but I recall that they used, like, the bottom screen for map and camouflage and stuff like that, your inventory. I'm wondering how they're gonna display the tips here, because I'm tempted to just turn them off altogether. Because I'm familiar with how the OG works. But if this is stuff that only appears during the Virtuous Mission, like the tutorial, then I wouldn't really mind it too much. I imagine I can turn these off later if I want to. Then again, I don't know if they're going to be adding any new features. Let's just have them all for now, and can probably turn that off later if I want to.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
I love so much that they kept all the OG voice acting too. It's great. Based on Metal Gear Solid 3. David A. He's our boy. It's beautiful.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. Ready to go.
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 40 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate the alarm bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
I agree. Looks
10
weird.
seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous Mission.
Virtual Mission?
No, the Virtuous Mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous Mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit
I know what
was
you
the
mean.
A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Keep being distracted by how the O in the subtitles is cut out funny. Like strangely thick.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
What could possibly go wrong? My backpack. I was right, it still does look great even on reduced graphic settings.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
I think they added a filter over Major's radio for the sake of authenticity.
Yeah,
that wasn't there
about the
before.
backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Time to get the backpack back. Yeah, resort to cannibalism just like in Peak. I might want to turn that sensitivity up if I can. Not many games that I want to turn up the camera sensitivity, but I think I might. I think that feels better. They added crouch walking, that wasn't here before. Press E in front of a tree. Gotcha. Yeah, I swapped that from F to E. Give me my backpack.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's
You don't see
necessary
me.
to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a list on the screen. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily wastes. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SAS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique.
That's a
And
great
the
question,
only thing
actually.
you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most
But they
important
only
is
just got here,
spirit.
so...
Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you were always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
I won't forget. It has been
Snake,
said enough.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing Virtuous Mission now.
Beep beep. Yes, let me see what I have on me. You can change your camouflage, switch out weapons and equipment, eat food, treat your injuries and illnesses, check your map, and perform various other tasks to help you to survive. Awesome. What camos do we have already? And all of these bonus ones down here from the from pre-ordering the digital deluxe edition, the sneaking pack. Grenades limitlessly. Oh my god, you were actually right. This is just infinite grenades, the outfit. That's actually wild. Okay. Sort of scummy. I can't fucking believe that, actually. That's wild. Sneaking suit for Peace Walker does about what I thought it did. I wasn't expecting to recover health faster with this, but eliminates the sound of footsteps. That's pretty nice. Greatly reduces all damage taken and boosts natural life recovery rate, but decreases movement speed. Could be good for boss fights and whatnot. White tuxedo. No CQC in this one. Move with finesse, silencing your footsteps and doubling your natural life recovery rate. If the jacket gets dirty, the effects are lost. Oof. Okay. Interesting. Makes any food taste great while also boosting a movement speed when crawling and increasing stamina consumption from the crocodile suit. That's fun. Okay. Also seems kind of cheatsy. Like, if you have... if you eat food that he doesn't like, the more you eat it, the better it tastes, and like the more he acquires the taste for it, and the more effective it is. So I don't really see the need for this, but could be fun later on. Naked Woodland, about what I thought it was. I was kind of expecting the Naked Ammunition belt to be more max ammo for something, but I guess not. Significantly lowers the camo index while boosting movement speed. That is actually crushing right there. Minus 115 out here. That's wild. I think I'll play this traditionally, and I find that Tiger Stripe is the best all-rounder camo for almost anywhere, so that's fine. And Splitter's traditionally really good. Woodland could be nice out here. Glasses and sunglasses don't do anything, just fancy. And we have the mask already. What's in our backpack? The heavier your weapons and equipment, the faster you will burn stamina. Right, I remember this. Knife, trank gun. Oops, right-clicked. Directional microphone, calorie mate. Interesting that that goes in the weapons. But I guess it can also be used as a distraction. Fake death and revival pills. We start with 5 of these. Awesome. Cigar, which I do not need equipped right now. The binocs, motion detector, active sonar, anti-personnel sensor. Okay, so this is about vibration, but I'm playing mouse and keyboard at the moment, so I actually don't know how this is going to... if I'll even feel the response from this. Because this was designed as a console game around controller. I don't know if they worked in like a visual cue to know when this is actually going off. I'd like to think they thought of that when bringing this over to Steam, but maybe not. Gakko and Karatan masks already. One-eyed crocodile cat. And the compass that points you towards, well, destination. Okay. That's new. Interesting that it's over the... I can just switch... No, can I change which shoulder I'm looking over? Switch camera button V. Okay, so can I... Yes, perfect. We found a snake already. Food. Thank you. No harm in loading up on food already, especially since this place is a nice, safe little playground. Checking if there's any snakes in the grass that jump out right away. Not exactly, but that's fine. We'll be good. Hold 2 for radio window. Mm-hmm.
Snake, do you see any tufts of grass?
Yeah,
What kind of grass?
just ordinary grass. Nothing special.
You should check it anyhow.
It's pretty thick grass, about waist high.
If you crawl into the grass, you can advance undercover. When you do, the camera automatically switches to intrusion view.
They kept that
If you
around.
want to stand up again, press and hold the crouch button once more. If you press the crouch button briefly, you'll crouch in that spot. This allows you to observe things without blowing your cover. Got it?
Yeah, but
But what?
was that the only reason?
What do you mean?
You had me check it just so you could tell me that?
That's right.
Oh,
Pretty useful, huh?
right.
Sure.
Shall we carry on?
By all means.
Even when hidden in grass, if you make a noise, your enemies will locate you. When enemies are nearby, move with slight movements of the movement stick. That way you can proceed with minimal
Oh
disturbance.
yes, my favorite movement, stick the keyboard. And they kept this feature around. Well, paramedic, tell me about the snake I got.
I see you've captured a giant anaconda.
Yeah.
The giant anaconda is believed to be the largest snake in the world in terms of weight and diameter. It's not poisonous, but its large size makes it extremely powerful. They say it even eats crocodiles. Its only natural predator is man.
And snake.
And snake. The giant anaconda is a very large snake, but you should be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So how does it taste?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Glad I didn't disappoint you. So,
Well, the guide says it tastes all right.
good. I'll have to try some.
Ugh.
Mhm. Maybe when I actually start losing some stamina. No more critters hiding in the grass around here. Heard something. Might as well draw the trank gun. I was going to say crocodile, but I hesitate to say that because I actually can't remember the difference between crocs and gators. A whole bunch of them in the swamp here, though. Hello. Bug juice. That'll be nice later. Quicksand. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to this shore. I think I hesitated a moment too long. Nah, I'm fine. Nothing over here in the grass. No, there is something. And a beehive. Ammo full. It's one of those collectible ducks. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find all of those, but might as well try. Mushrooms turning into cans when picked, just like real life. Yeah. Tempted to shoot this down for some goods, but I think they're going to... Not sure if they're actually going to go after me or not. No, they dispersed. Very nice. Oop. Hello, snake. Can catch this one for later. I don't suppose that was the same kind as the one I already had. No, that's a new one. What does paramedic say about these?
I see you caught yourself a reticulated python. The reticulated python is said to be the longest snake in the world. The biggest ones can grow up to 10 meters in length. Although they're not poisonous, they're still very dangerous, so be careful around them. They have a highly ferocious temperament, and they can swallow whole, even large animals like deer and pigs. Their most distinguishing feature is the mesh pattern of their scales. This pattern acts as a highly effective natural camouflage. If you think there might be a reticulated python about, pay close attention to your surroundings. Otherwise, you could get bitten before you even know it's there.
Right. But how do they taste?
Huh?
Do they taste good?
You're actually going to eat one.
Why else would I be asking?
Cannibal.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's see what the guide says. Ah, you're in luck. It says they taste pretty good.
Good. I can hardly wait.
Ugh.
No, I've got plans for this one. Could make for a fun distraction. And she mentioned that that particular snake can even eat large animals like pigs, and, you know, I always forget that while snakes are really cool, one of their features is that they can unhinge their jaw and eat large animals. It's freaky. Like, their venom is deadly, sure, but no one ever talks about how they can just unhinge their jaw and eat whatever they want.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
I
The
understand.
Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer.
Way ahead of you.
The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key
Excuse
is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Hmm. So, what's the best camo out here? Tiger Stripe's still pretty good. Leaf. Concealment in forested areas, effective in underbrush. I feel like tree bark is also going to be pretty good when up against the dirt. Never mind, it looked more brown to me through this little artwork here. I'm sure the tiger stripe will be just fine for now. Stand tall? No, I'm good. I don't quite think I want to. Can I lean a little bit to the left or right? No, not quite. That was a feature here before, like you could, on controller, I believe you can press the bumpers to sort of corner peek. Game didn't bother to quite tell me exactly how CQC controls. Let me remind myself what I actually have that bound to. Oh, interrogate Z. Okay. Let's see if the boss has any tips about that too.
Camouflage is an indispensable tool when you're sneaking through the jungle.
I don't really
To
need
use
camo tips right
camouflage,
now. I'm good.
First, press the survival.
I need some CQC tips, please.
Visibility is poor in the jungle, so you'll be finding yourself in a lot of unexpected encounters. Naturally, this means that close quarters combat will be more important than ever.
So I'll have plenty of chances to use CQC then.
That's right. In proximity encounters, firing a gun isn't necessarily the best response to every situation. It's only one option among many. Rather than taking the time to draw, aim, and fire a gun, engaging your opponent in hand-to-hand combat can sometimes be a faster and more reliable way of subduing him. Besides, in a sneaking mission like this one, it's too dangerous to go around firing your gun. You'll end up revealing yourself to the enemy.
Yeah, I know. You created CQC to deal with exactly this type of situation.
With your help, of course. In a battle situation, you'll only have a split second to decide how to attack. Press the aim button to get ready, then use the attack button to attack using a weapon. Use the CQC button to attack using CQC. Press the CQC button once to throw a punch. Pressing it multiple times in succession will allow you to deliver a combo attack. But striking your opponent is just one aspect of CQC. It doesn't really start to shine until you've got your enemy in a hold. Press and hold down the CQC button to grab your opponent with your hand. From there, you can use the movement stick to knock your opponent off balance and throw him to the ground. This can be used to knock an opponent out in a single blow. If you don't press the movement stick, grapple with your enemy until you're behind them and can get your knife to their throat. Grabbing an enemy from behind and holding your knife against his throat will render him virtually powerless. From this point, there are several things you can do. Press the action button to slit the enemy's throat with your knife. Move the movement stick and press the CQC button to throw the enemy to the ground. Tap the CQC button rapidly to choke the enemy. You can use this to knock him out or even kill him if you do it long enough. By continuing to hold down the CQC button, you can move around while keeping your grip on the enemy. By pressing the aim button, you can aim your currently equipped weapon at another enemy. With their comrade acting as a human shield, the enemy will be reluctant to attack you. Press the interrogate button to press your knife against the enemy and demand information. You'll be surprised at how much you can learn this way. But don't get too complacent. While your enemy may be powerless in your grip, he'll use any opportunity he can to counterattack.
Okay, so the way that she worded that makes me believe that I'll only be firing the sleep darts from this if I'm already holding right click to do ADS. So I don't really have to be worried about getting behind an enemy and just pressing left click to grapple with them. Oh, he's coming this way. Hi. Hello. More bug juice. That's that menu I was looking for. Maybe the motion detector. Took me a moment to find the camo index information. I assume that's the 85 at the bottom. I think that is usually in the top right. But I don't really mind that being over here now. Which direction am I heading again? Straight ahead, pretty much. Okay. I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to save, and then I'm gonna see if I do have an understanding of the CQC
Saving
controls.
again, Snake? Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in his path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
If you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too. It might even win awards all across the globe in 60 years.
Why's that?
2024 will be Godzilla's 70th birthday.
Wow.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
I guess Paramedic was right about Godzilla. He even made it into Fortnite. I am messing up all of the keys. It's also going to see if I could, like, R pickup. Okay. Can I do that shakedown? Nice. And I wonder if this guy has anything. Thank goodness during this serious mission, I can talk to everyone like I'm in a Discord call. Anyway, let me kill this guy really quick. BRB paramedic. Yeah, how convenient. And chill and low-key and everything. Please, ASMR to me your favorite movies while I kill this dude. Hehe beehive. I'm gonna do the funny. There's a fruit up there, and also one of those frog dolls. I guess I can just have a nice path over here across the bridge. Should have taken a look at that tooltip about the new sort of hanging, but can I just okay. No, I wanna go down actually. And then nice. There we go. Yeah, that grin he do. He knew it'd be pretty funny. Can I press against the rock here? I'm sure there was a way to. But I'll just shimmy this way. I don't know if they'll be coming back or if they're chased away for good. At least for a good while, thanks to the bees. But don't want to linger here too long.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Endercrafter 954 just followed.
Ender, hi. Thanks for the follow. How you doing? Yeah, it started streaming a couple weeks ago. Thanks so much for dropping by. How you been? It's a handy quick camo menu here, but it seems like I'm already wearing the best one. Tiger Stripe the goat. Let's also take a more detailed look here, because I think that was only giving me a small selection of, like, presets. Crocodile suit would be funny in here. Really, naked woodland gives me higher camo than the actual camouflage that I'm wearing. Interesting. Just lurking while you cook some dinner. Can relax tonight. That's good, man. What's for dinner? I'm holding off on my own dinner for now because I had a late lunch and it was fairly big. Might have something light tonight. You know, crocodile suit would be funny in here. And I guess I also need to put on the hat, which is in here as an item. Major, I'm a scaly now. That actually stands out quite a bit. 60% is not as good as what I'm going for. It must have just been against the mud. Rice with pork loins and some cheesy green beans with fried minced onions and mushrooms. That sounds amazing, honestly. That sounds like that slaps. Let me get this silly thing off my head. Hold on. Oh my goodness.
Zipso Omen just followed.
Thank you for the follow, man. Let's keep that motion detector on. I think the tactical reload feature is still here, which I'm grateful for. If you see me unequip a weapon and then put it back on rapidly, that's what I'm doing. That was a feature that was in the original, and I don't know if it was originally a bug, but it was something that they left in the manual as a advanced survival technique. Like, it could have been a bug, but they decided to turn it into a gameplay element, and I don't know how many entries that feature is in, but it is a great feature. Amazing Chinese stir fry before. That's awesome. No, no worries. It's fine that you weren't already. It's no biggie. You were not obligated to follow. I appreciate that you did. Let's turn around. Then I just saw a question mark pop up. Like, as if one of them saw me. Rat. In other words, food. Freaking double kill with the knife for food. But there was a shortcut over here to get around the building. I don't really want to go this way. Exactly. Is that another snake? No, I think that's just a stick. Just a board. Yeah. Vaporized, reduced to atoms. You know, I think I have room to equip that other, like, anti-personnel sensor. There we go. Let's see if they thought to include a sort of PC-friendly indicator for it. Like, maybe it'll actually jiggle or something. Oh, there's only one battery. That's, like, universally for stuff. I believe it recharges over time while I don't have things equipped, at least. Oh shit. Uh-oh. And here we are. That was a little close. What was that? I think I just saw that dude kill my friend. Oh, it's nothing.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll
Hee hee
never
Cummings.
get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
Why the overexposure in the shot?
Vulcan will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
You know, just turn my back to you and call my major.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Like force lightning or something. Goofy, Peekaboo.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh?
What's a crew soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Convenient that they just stood there. Him.
Can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
No, that'd be a woman.
Gru operatives! What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die. Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Yeet. Oh, that's that good shit.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
I'm gonna save real quick because I want
you
to
want
try
to
something
save?
funny.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
We'll enjoy another movie ramble
Never
first.
heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Yeah, something like
Fine.
that, Drew.
I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fishman?
You started it.
He's probably gonna smell like one after this romp through the jungle anyway. So, first... Do you still... He still has a mousetrap on him. Something something cat joke. And also...
Snake, you can't do that. The future will be changed. You'll create a time paradox.
Yar. No achievement for that here. I see. I just remembered that there was another opportunity to get that if you found a grenade and threw it in the window when Sokolov was hiding indoors. I think there's an achievement for that, but... Or at least there was in the original. I wouldn't know if it's still like that here.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The dreading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
It looks beautiful, upscaled like this.
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war?
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Yeah, the silly repeating things as a question. The end of the Cold War. The end of the Cold War. Big drop. What are you doing here?
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country.
This must be your first exposure to this. I guess I kind of had the same reaction. Metal Gear's well known for its wacky supernatural enemies.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Oof.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
Got your bandana.
The new blood has been rejected.
Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Welcome, Gopia. How you
Shadow
doing?
is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
That's the last time I trust the water slide.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the Survival Viewer with the Survival Viewer button. If you select Cure, you can start the treatment.
Survival viewer, I'm bleeding out
Healing
here.
is divided into two types of treatment: medicine and surgical procedures. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with a movement stick to the affected part of your body, and press the enter button. Once you've selected the affected area, use the movement stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Excuse me, sorry. Let's go ahead and treat this one first. It's sure is handy that we can, like, do all of this treatment in any order we want, so we could seal up the wound before even disinfecting it and whatever, which is goofy, but let's do that. Styptic to stop bleeding. Let's seal up the wound, and then apply bandage. And repeat. Bone fracture, and bandage. Yeah, I have. I've played the original and I think almost finished a extreme run on it as well. like a second or third run. There was a time where I was going for the Foxhound rank, and maybe I'll continue that run someday. Snake Eater's probably my favorite in the series, so it makes me very happy to see it remade and upscaled like this. Yeah, I've been having a great time, especially with the new control scheme. Like, the controls are as pretty much as smooth as MGS5's. Everything looks beautiful. Good as new.
Good job, Snake.
Big.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
More manual labor. After all that. It looks awesome like this. Oh, no, bro.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
Thank you, man. Glad you popped in. Take care.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility.
Hi, Orange. How you
I
doing?
think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Building a Gundam? That sounds like fun. I would ask you which one, but I have no idea. I don't know anything about Gundam. It's just a prank, bro. Ooh, pretty.
With darkness and silence through the night, what a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. This ordeal, the trial to survive for the day we see new life. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Very pretty pre-render and awesome cover they put together of the original song. I think they brought back Cynthia Harrell, the vocalist, to reprise her role there. Very nice.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous Mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Hearing the opening theme again made me
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
made me worry about like copyright strikes. I hope at the very least like
I'll never get better
the
with them
VOD doesn't get
assaulting me day and night with
muted
their
or whatever.
questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds.
Hey.
The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells?
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as
gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
There's secret posters like that around the game. They did the same thing in MGS2 as well.
Unidentified aircraft detected.
I don't know
altitude
how many
30,000 feet.
others.
It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Take flips.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous Mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
I think the story about Tom, Dick, and Harry was fairly relevant. I mean, He chose the wrong name. He gave us bad luck. Did we get a suppressor? We did. Okay, but thing is, that's still a lethal weapon, so I plan to use it as little as I possibly can. Still want to go as non-lethal as I'm able to. And I was gonna keep going, but I think I might as well. I think that's a pretty good stopping point for the night. Finished the Virtuous Mission, and that's pretty much as far as I wanted to go for tonight.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear
Thanks
from
for
you
stopping
again.
by, man.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
You enjoy your night too, and good luck with tomorrow.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina.
Take care, bud.
And try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble, to make sure you and the boss don't kill each other.
Yeah, about that.
So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
And time to save.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
I think that's a pretty good stopping point for the night. Finished the Virtuous Mission, and next stream I'll probably be back to Cobalt Core as per usual a Thursday night. I'm not sure when I'll pick up Snake Eater again. Might be Tuesday again at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll have to think about that. I've still got a whole bunch of VODs that I've been sitting on that I need to edit and upload. So I don't want to give myself too much to do to burn out too quickly. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. I had a lot of fun enjoying the remake a lot so far, and excited to pick it up again next time I get back to it. And hopefully I'll see you again Thursday night for some Cobalt Core. If not, when I continue Snake Eater. Good night.